Yo, what is going on guys, it's JD here back with another 2K sniping video. Today guys, we are going to be making a start on the rubies. So I've done two-part videos for both the emerald and the sapphires. They've gone down really well, so we're going to make a start on the rubies today. So we're going to be looking at historic teams and only the teams that have players over 50k in it. So these are going to be the big hitters. Then I'll do another part with all the rest of the teams, and then we'll do a moments one as well if the support continues, which I think it will, to be honest. You guys are loving these filters, so let's get into today's video. Right, first off guys, we are going to be going to the historic, of course, and we are going to go to the 76ers. So a lot of these collections will have been released previously, so I mean there's not going to be too many of them on the market, which is why their value is so high. So out of this one, you got 3 players that you could snipe, and the cheapest you can get is 57k. This is an easy one to see, and with most of these filters guys, what you're going to do is as soon as a refresh hits on one of them, just quickly go through and check all of them and just sort of skim through, because you can easily see if cards have gone up for cheap. So next up we've got the Hornets, which is just for one of the best diamond rewards in the game. It's for that Larry Johnson. I'm so happy I completed it when the game first came out. He has been such a stud on my team, and even after this update now, he's even better, which is incredible. But anyway, the one ruby you need is Muggsy Bogues, and as you can see, people are sort of price locking him at around 70k by the looks of it, so I'll have a bid on that one, why not? But yeah, if you can just have a look here, and if you see any under about 60k, I'd say, you're going to want to pick that up. Right, moving over to another team that have, I think, recently been in packs, is the Jazz. Now there is a Mark Eaton as well, but there's none on the market at the moment, which shows how rare he is. And you got this Darren Williams, which is currently at 90k, so that's kind of mad. I mean, the Jazz reward is for that Adrian Dantley, I think, so he is quite sought after, especially after the update, which has made him a 97 diamond, and with his dynamic duo he goes up to a 99 pink diamond, which is insane. So that's why this guy's price is so high, as well as that Mark Eaton. I'm pretty sure he goes for around a similar amount, so there's some big money to be made here if you get one on the cheap. Next up we've got the Lakers, and this set is for James Worthy, I believe. These were only in packs a few weeks ago. We got that Jamal Wilkes, Byron Scott and Dwight Howard. Now as you can see, Dwight is probably the cheapest out of the lot. That's actually got a bid of 95k on it. That's kind of mad. These two haven't got bids, but yeah, this is another one that you can just skim through, and you know that these players all have high value, so you can just look at that buy now. If you see any, well, for some of them like Jamal, if you see one under about 80k, you're going to want to pick it up. But for Dwight, you're looking at about 50k, so 50k is a good benchmark for a lot of these filters, guys. If you just look out for anything under that number and pick it up, you're going to be decent. Alright, up next we've got one of the most coveted diamonds. It is going to be that CP3. It's not been released yet, so you can't actually complete and get him, but people obviously want to get the rubies and sapphires completed already. And we've got this Jamal Mashburn here, 60k is his price, so that's another one. If you get him for 50k, you're going to want to snap him up. Alright guys, over to the Trailblazers we're going to go next. Shout out to the Timberwolves. This card is going to be expensive, but it's just not in the game yet, so you could keep an eye out for it, I guess, but there's no real point. And then in the Trailblazers here, we've got this Kevin Duckworth. These were in packs about 3 or 4 weeks ago, I believe. And at the time, this guy's price was only about 50k, so he has shot up now that these players are out of packs. And yeah, that's an easy one to look for, guys, because if you know there's not going to be many players on the filter, it's so quick just to have a look and see that there's none for snipes, and then you move on to the next team. That's how you can work the auction house really well and take advantage of every refresh. And then moving over to the last team of the day, it is going to be the Warriors here, and that's going to be this Mitch Richmond. So as you can see, there's only one on the market. He's very rare, and the Warriors have been out in packs. They were out about 2 months ago, I think. Again, with a lot of these filters, they have been out already, which means they are going to be high in price. There's not going to be that many of them around, but if you can get one, there's going to be a high demand for it. Low supply but high demand, that is what's going to be. So there you have it, guys. That is the first batch of ruby filters we're going to have. Plenty of awesome historic teams there, and there's a lot of high value players that you can make a lot of MT from. So if you guys want part 2, let's smash 40 likes on this video. You guys have done it on all my sniping videos so far, so let's aim for it again. As usual guys, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.